Hi, these are the lesson activities for Lesson 1, which was sections 1-1, 1-2, and 1-3. So this first part, introduce yourselves. We can't do this when we're not face-to-face, so hopefully you've done that in the introductions forum in Moodle, and we will jump right to number 1 here. The results of a sample election are given below. How many voters were there in total? So to get that, you add up all these numbers across the top, because those are the numbers of voters that cast their vote in a specific way. So 6 people voted A, B, C, D. 5 people voted A, B, D, C. So if you add them all up, you get all the voters. So 6 plus 5 plus 9, 6 plus 5 plus 9, plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. $36 total voters. How many first place votes would be needed for a majority? So a majority means more than half. So half of 36 is 18, but because you need more than half for a majority, we'll say 19. What would be the outcome if the election were conducted via the plurality method? Show your calculations. So here we just count first place votes. So A is in first place here, here, and here. So 6 plus 5 plus 9 is 20. 20 first place votes for A. B has first place votes here, here, and here. 2 plus 3 plus 3 is 8. C has first place votes here and here. So 3 and 5. 3 and 2 is 5. And D has 3 first place votes. So the winner would be A with 20 votes. The complete ranking using the plurality method would be A in first place. Then the next number of first place votes would be B. Then the next would be C, and finally D. What would be the outcome if the election were conducted using the Borda method? Show all your calculations. Okay, so in the Borda method, we assign points, right? So let's see, A is in first place 20 times. You know what I like to do is I like to write the points in the table. So you get 4 points for first place, 3 for second, 2 for third, and 1 for fourth. So these 6 votes right here, A took first place. So A gets 24 points there. B took third place. So you do 6 ballots that has B in third place. 6 times 3 is 18. And then 6 ballots that had C in second place. So you do in third choice, which is 2 points. So 6 times 2 is 12. And then 6 ballots that had D in last place. You get 1 point for every time you're in last place. So 6 points for D. And then I do this for each column. You multiply the number of votes times the points. So 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And then we've got 12, 9, 6, 3. Again, 12, 9, 6, 3. 12, 9, 6, 3. And then 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And then another 12, 9, 6, 3. And then we add them all up. So I'm going to look at all the A's. So I have 24 plus 20 plus 36. Now the key is you can't just count A's first place votes. So I've done this one, and this one. Then I have to add all the rest of the A's. So there's an A here, here. Every single column has an A in it. So you have to add up every point that A has. So after the 36, we have 6, 3, 3, 6, 2, and 3. Equals 103. Okay, now we'll add up all of B's points. I think I'll highlight B in a different color up here. So let's see, B, 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 B. Okay, so B, highlighted in green, we've got 18 plus 15 plus 18 plus 8 plus 12 plus 12 plus 9 plus 6 plus 6. All right, I'm going to put that all in a calculator real quick. And we get 104. Okay, so now I'm going to do C. Same idea. I'll highlight all the letter C's in every column with a new color. And then we'll add up all those highlighted points. So C is 12 plus 5 plus 27 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6 plus 12 plus 8 plus 9. And that adds up to 90. And then D, highlight that in yellow, all the D's. And we'll add those up. So D is 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 4 plus 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 4 plus 12. Okay. And that all adds up to 63. So, assuming we did all this correctly, B is the winner of this election using Borda with 104 points. So here's a quick way to check your Borda count calculations. You should multiply the number of voters times the number of points per ballot. Okay? So in this case, there are 36 voters. And every ballot gives out 4 points for first, 3 points for second, 2 points for third, and 1 point for fourth. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 10 points. So we do 36 voters. Each voter gives out 10 points on their ballot. That's 360 points total in the election. So if I add up the points that we gave out using Borda, it should add up to 360 if we didn't make any mistakes. So 103 plus 104 plus 90 plus 63 is 360. So it's likely that we did all of our calculations correct. This is just a quick little check you can do. Okay, so the complete ranking of the candidates using Borda count, we just ranked them in order of points. So B got the most, then A, then C, then D. Okay, new problem. We have a preference schedule for the results of a math club election for president. How many voters in total? So we just add up the numbers across the top. So we have 14 and 10 is 24, and 8 is 32, and 4 is 36, and 1 is 37. To calculate a majority, we divide 37 by 2, you get 18 and a half. First of all, you can't have 18 and a half votes. Votes only come in whole number quantities. So we need to round, I guess. But to have a majority, you need more than half. So we're going to go up to 19. Who wins the election using the plurality method? So we're just going to count up first place votes. A has 14, B has 4, C has these 10 plus this 1, so C has 11, and D has 8. So A wins with 14 first place votes. The complete ranking according to the plurality method would be A, C, D, B. Did the same person who won using Borda also win using plurality? So we have to figure out who wins using Borda in order to answer this question. How did the plurality winner do when the vote was counted using Borda? Okay, so to count using Borda, I'm going to put the points in the table like I did before. So this is 4, 3, 2, 1 points. So 14 times 4 is 56. Okay, 3 times 14 is 42. And 2 times 14 is 28, and 14 times 1 is 14. Then 10 times 4 is 40, 30, 20, 10. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 2 is 16, and 8, 16, 12, 8, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so then I'm going to add up the A's. So it might be helpful to you to continue highlighting these until you get better, until you have more experience calculating this. Okay, so A, I'm going to add up on a calculator. I have 56 plus 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1. So A has 79 points. Okay, B, do this in a different color. B, 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 and B. Okay, so we have 42 plus 30 plus 16 plus 16 plus 2. So that's 106 points. And then C, do that in red. So C has 28 plus 40 plus 24 plus 8 plus 4, which is 104. And then D has, highlight all the D's in yellow. Okay, so we have 14 plus 20 plus 32 plus 12 plus 3. So that's 81 points. Okay, so B is the winner using Borda, right? Which is different than the winner using plurality. The winner for plurality was A. And so did the same person win? No. And how did the plurality winner do? So the plurality winner was A. Looks like they came in last place when we used Borda. So different winner. With Borda. And the plurality winner is last, right? A very different result. So the plurality method seems easy enough to implement, but a major flaw of the plurality method is the ease with which the results can be manipulated by a voter or block of voters through something called insincere voting or tactical voting. In insincere voting, if we know that the candidate we really want has no chance of winning, then rather than waste our vote on our favorite candidate, we can cast it for a lesser choice that has a better chance of winning the election. So let's look at the math club election and see how some members might have changed their vote to create a result more to their liking. All right, so I'm going to go back up to this preference schedule. And A won using the plurality method. But many people had A in last place. So A is a very polarizing candidate. So 14 people had them in first place, right? So that's why they won plurality. Those 14 people were enough to give them the win. But everyone else that voted put A in last place. So either you really want A or you really dislike A. So everyone else had A in last place. So any block of voters could decide that they are going to vote tactically. And instead of putting their favorite candidate in first place, they could put somebody in first place who has a better chance of winning to keep A from being the winner. So let's see. C is the second place winner. So C is the candidate most likely to be able to beat A. So 11 people already have C in first place. So the remaining 8, like maybe these 8 people right here, they have C in second place, which means that D is their first choice, but C is second. So they would be much happier with C than with A. Okay, because they have A in last place. They'd be much happier with C. So they could just very easily, those 8 people could say, let's not vote for candidate D. Let's do C, D. Put C in first place. That would give C 8 more first place votes, and they beat candidate A. Okay, so the 8 voters who voted originally DCBA might change to CDBA to prevent A from winning. So insincere because C is not really their first choice pick. Tactical because they have made a tactical move to prevent A from winning. So it's sometimes called insincere, sometimes called tactical.
Feels.
So this susceptibility to insincere voting strongly encourages compromise voting, where you vote for the most acceptable or least unacceptable candidate who you feel has a chance of winning. Because of this, the plurality method tends to lead to a two-party system, like the one in our country.